Hello, everyone, and welcome to the One Wish webinar. The One Wish is actually something that came about as a result of trying to find a way to help people all over the world to be able to earn the funds that they need faster, more immediately, because that's what we need. People need help now. We talk about the situations that are going on in the world. Well, the pandemic, unemployment, all of this is just hitting all of us so hard all over the world. And so we wanted to come up with something that would allow people to just enroll and automatically start earning money. And we came up with the Global Relief Initiative. Now, I don't have that page up, but what I will do is bring it up. I'll go ahead and log in. And the Global Relief Initiative was designed so that anyone could participate in the One Wish. We're actually wanting to go outside of the norm. Normally, whenever we become involved in something, we tend to go to the same people, over and over again and share our new business models with them. But the Global Relief Initiative is for everyone. Someone who has never been in an online business before can do this. It doesn't matter where they're located. It doesn't matter education. The one thing that does matter is that they need to have access to a computer or a phone and the internet. That's basically it, because everything else is done for you automatically. So I will try and walk you through just briefly what the process is. Now, once we have someone to register, and let me go back to the main site here, and I can show you that. So when you send someone your invitation link for the One Wish, they actually receive an invitation from you. And this is your invitation to them to join us. And basically what they would need to do is just at the bottom, click on I accept your invitation. Now, at this point, they don't know too much about what is going on or what this is about, but once they come here to the registration, if they just read the information on the invitation and accept, and I've had several people to just accept the invitation, they'll read this information, they pay the $49, and I haven't talked to them. So, but on the registration page, you'll see that it welcomes them to the One Wish, thanks them for accepting the invitation, and it also lets them know that the One Wish is a private community that will automatically enroll them into 4 different income streams with a one-time out-of-pocket payment of just $49. This very well may be the last money that they ever need to pay out of pocket to begin to experience financial freedom. And the thing about the One Wish, it's a portal, and it covers 3 separate programs. These programs are all standalone programs in their own right. So a person could join them individually, which they have been doing, except for Lotto Win, because that is not ready yet. But let me go back here and show you the portal. Now we have 10 to Infinity, which is our main program. I mean, this is our baby, 10 to Infinity, and it's not going anywhere. A lot of people seem to think that the One Wish is somehow replacing 10 to Infinity. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, with the One Wish, not only is someone automatically being enrolled in 10 to Infinity, but they're also automatically being enrolled in Money Time and Lotto Win. Now, the way this works is when they pay their $49, $10 is locked for 10 to Infinity, and $10 is locked for Money Time. When they come here to, and it walks them through this process where they eventually end up here at the portal, and they'll see a blue sync button just like this here. But of course, I've already gone through the process. And what will end up happening is that eventually you will be able to log in to all three of these programs once you sync. But just take someone that you're talking to them about 10 to Infinity. Um, it appears that a lot of people feel like, they may have trouble explaining 10 to Infinity. Well, with TheOneWish, you really don't have to explain anything. If you have someone who pays the 49, 10 of that is locked for 10 to Infinity. We're going to, and then when they come here and sync, if they're a brand new member, they will just enroll, and that $10 is automatically paid for them. If they are already a 10 to Infinity member, they would just log in. And because they're already a paid 10 to Infinity member, they actually get that $10 that was held for the 10 to Infinity enrollment. They get that back in their OneWish wallet. Now, Money Time, we had an original Money Time, and we're making, like a major overhaul to that. And what we've come up with is great. It's going to be a whole lot better. We now have a daily spin and win. So we're calling this Money Time 2.0, but this is temporary. We actually have developers who are building a brand new Money Time. So we'll lose the 2.0 and the temporary. And then we have Lotto Win. Now, let me back up. Money Time 2.0, the temporary one, we're looking for that to be ready possibly within the next couple of weeks. So what's going to happen is when someone pays their 49 and they've accepted your invitation, if they're brand new, you will become their sponsor in 10 to Infinity. You will become their sponsor in Money Time. If they're already in both of these, or if they were previously in Money Time, all of that data is coming over to the new Money Time 2.0. So their sponsorship won't change in 10 to Infinity or Money Time if they were sponsored by someone else or if they were sponsored by you. That remains the same. The sponsorship just will not change. However, if you've invited someone into TheOneWish, and let's say that they were already a member of 10 to Infinity under someone else, then that part remains the same. They will still maintain the same sponsor in 10 to Infinity. If they were new to Money Time, then you would become their Money Time sponsor. And you will definitely be their Lotto Win sponsor, because Lotto Win is brand new. And so no one is in that yet. However, the $49 that was paid covers the enrollment for all three of these programs. So we wanted to just make it simple, where if you pay $49, if you extend your invitation to someone, and we're saying that you can just share your links everywhere, share your invitation link. And the more people who see that, people are going to start clicking on the links. The invitation explains something, to them about what this is about. And as far as automatically enrolling them in three different programs and offering four streams of income, because you have the income from these three programs, plus every time someone accepts your invitation in TheOneWish, you automatically receive $10, and your sponsor receives a $10 matching bonus if they're gold. Uh, that's a one. Now, the other thing about this, as you know, in 10 to Infinity and Money Time, and it will be the same way in Lotto Win, we do have bronze, silver, and gold rankings. And bronze is personally sponsoring anywhere between 1 and 4 members. Silver, and that earns you a 25% matching bonus. Silver is 5 and you earn a 50% matching bonus, and gold is 10 or more. Well, the thing about the One Wish, since this is a one-time payment only, one time, as soon as you have 10 people who have accepted your invitation and paid their $49, you are gold. That means you will always be gold. There's no fluctuation in the rank medals. And so every time someone joins you, once you've hit gold, when they accept your invitation, pay the $49, you receive 10, and your sponsor, if they're, like I said, if they are gold, they will receive 10. But when you become the gold member, and those persons that you have personally sponsored, when they invite others and they earn the $10, you will automatically earn the $10. So it's just an easy way for people to just start being able to receive money right now. I mean, these others, they're all wonderful programs, but it's like you have to work towards, a certain point. You have to have so many people in 10 to Infinity before you actually get to the point where you are earning. The same thing with Money Time. And of course, Lotto Win really does not require that you have any referrals. The Realizer app, the product that you're paying for now with the $49, that comes with Lotto Win. So you're actually pre-registering and prepaying for Lotto Win when you pay the $49. But not only that, not only are you getting your enrollment paid in Lotto Win, you're receiving the Realizer, you're also getting your enrollment paid in 10 to Infinity and Money Time, and you're receiving a $10 incentive for every person who accepts your invitation. I mean, it's just, there's really nothing like it. It's a very, very abundant global relief initiative, and it's something that anybody can do, because you honestly do not have to understand how 10 to Infinity works. You don't have to understand how Money Time works. You don't have to understand how Lotto Win works to start making money. And that's something you can do immediately. Now let me go back to the Global Relief Initiative page. And again, they will see this once they come in on the inside. Oh, JC, you're here. Great. Let's see here. Let me find you. There you are. And I'm going to promote you to a panelist and then make you a co-host.
Unmute myself.
Yep.
All right.
Very good.
Thank
All
you.
right. You're
I had to
welcome.
reboot my computer. This was terrible trying to get in there today.
Well,
So sorry.
I knew something was going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want, do you want to go ahead and take over,
You're
or?
doing great. I've been listening to you for
Okay.
5 minutes. I've been
Okay.
just twiddling my thumb.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to walk through the Global Relief Initiative, because once a person actually um, accepts your invitation and pays the 49, now here is where they actually start to learn a little bit about the 3 different programs that. But the important thing is they have the ability to start earning right now anything about any of the programs. that's the point that I'm trying to make. You don't have to understand how 10 to infinity works. You don't have to understand how money time works. And you don't have to understand how lotto win works. But hopefully, once a person joins the One Wish, accepts your invitation, pays their 49, and they just start sharing their link everywhere. And it's not, and we've talked about this last week, and we talk about it a lot. Um, as some will still see it as recruiting. It's really not. It's really just sharing. If I take my link and I just put it everywhere, I'm not waiting to hear back from anyone. I'm not waiting to talk to anyone. I'm not waiting for someone to make a lot of questions about it. I'm putting my link everywhere. Somebody is going to see that link. They're going to see your invitation link. They're going to read the invitation and wonder what this is all about. And when they learn that they can just share this everywhere, you to like I said, the only qualification that someone would need is they would have to have a computer and access to the internet. But hopefully, once they actually start seeing money coming into their One Wish wallet, and they'll always have access to this global relief initiative, maybe they'll come back here and they'll click on the links to want to learn more about each program, because the biggest pressure has been relieved. They're making money. That's what they needed. This is how we can help anybody, everybody, with our global relief initiative, because they don't have to know all the details in order to start earning money, and they can help other people. So, JC, I'm going to let you jump in.
Okay. All
Would you like
right.
to share your screen? I can
Uh,
stop
be
sharing.
I'll be happy to.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Right over here.
And while
Paste
you're
this in.
doing that, the one thing that I definitely want to just make sure that everyone understands, this is, I think you have to have an open mind. There's a quote I see a lot, and I love it. I use it a lot. Old ways won't open new doors. And a lot of the times, especially those of us that have been in sales or network marketing or MLM or anything like that, direct marketing, we tend to have a certain way to think about things like this. And, but this is something that is just so totally different. It actually does take a paradigm shift. It's almost like forgetting about everything that you've ever learned about any of that and presenting someone with an opportunity to just start earning money. If they just share their link everywhere, that's all they have to do. That's
That's
all they have to do.
yeah, that is the main thing that we have behind the One Wish, guys, is that uh, look, we Victoria and I were talking about it just this morning, that we look at 10 to infinity and all the PDFs that explain everything, money time, the comp plan, with that, and we think it's really simple, and especially if you read the in the training sections. I mean, how could you go wrong if you just read the PDFs? But we also have been in this industry for a long time, and we know that some people just have a challenge with it and put up a mental block. And here's the wonderful thing about it, and she's already told you this, but based on what we have learned over lots of years of doing what we do very successfully, is that we have seen the type of hole rabbit holes that people fall into, and we're trying to relieve that as any kind of concern. You don't have to understand anything about 10 to infinity. You don't have to understand anything about money time. A lot of win is huge, huge income potential, but it's a game. Okay, it's a simple game. It's a lottery alternative. You don't have to um, uh, learn much about that anyway. Okay, but as you are making money, which if you share that link, okay, with everybody you know and people you don't even know by putting up little QR codes in restaurants or what or grocery stores, you're going to have people signing up that you never ever talk to. Okay, and you don't have to explain money time at all. You don't have to explain 10 to infinity at all. Nothing. Don't tell them anything about it. If they ask, can you tell me about this? Say, well, no, watch the video right here on the invitation. This little flashing thing here, just watch it. Okay. And if that doesn't do the job for them, okay, then, um, uh, it, like she showed you, the after they register, okay, for free, the very first thing they go to is the Global Relief Initiative. And our approach here is not as a business. It is uh, um, uh, what a life. Oop, boy, I can't believe that happened. It's like a life jacket or a uh, what's that round thing they put on ships that you throw out to them if somebody
A,
goes overboard?
a life, well, no, I forget.
A preserver, life preserver. Uh, yeah, I think it
We
just
know what you're talking about.
yeah. I mean, it is just a simple way to do so many income streams, four exactly, and with the same people, same effort, and well, less effort. Okay, because if you were to approach this now, hey, there are some leaders and we don't want to get in their way. They want to do this the old fashioned way. That's what they're used to. Okay, they want to do this by bringing people in and working 10 to infinity the way they were and the way they're familiar with it, and it gives you the ability to do that. We did not want to take that away from anybody for anything, but eventually, okay, they're going to be saying, "Oh my gosh, this is just too easy." I and Victoria have been exhausted over trying to explain the business and how it works over and over and over again. Okay, and if they were to just read the stuff, they could get it. But isn't it easier to? I mean, you don't have to tell them to go read the stuff or learn anything about it when they're making money. If they're making money, they're going to do that all on their own. They're going to want to know why. Why am I
Right.
making money?
And if
Okay.
they just think about it from this perspective, how many people can I help? Because that's truly what this is about. It's not about how much money you can make. It's about how many people can you help. Because as you say, JC, our favorite Zig Ziglar, the more people that you can help to get what they want, which everyone is needing money these days. Everybody is needing money. The more people that you can help to get what they want, you will also get what you want. So maybe, and this is what I'm saying, it's a paradigm shift. It is a change in the way that we think. It's a change in the way that we believe. So, and I can tell you one other thing. Eventually and sooner rather than later, people are going to start hearing about the One Wish and everything that this entails. And if someone decides they don't want to participate, that's fine. But those people are going to start coming, and they will have a sponsor. They will have a sponsor in the One Wish.
Hmm. So, and the other thing is that we're respecting the genealogy of those, and most of you on this call are already in uh, the from the and came in through the traditional business model, and but I think that this is going to really uh, get some serious traction, okay, when people just find out how simple this is. And I learned over the years, and this goes back many years, even before my involvement in the referral marketing industry, okay, and that is a business is a number, okay, it's all based on numbers. If you guys are there in the United States, you know J.C. Penney's, and it's just all of those companies. They're small businesses, big businesses. It's how many people they can get in the door. If it's a brick and mortar business, how many can they get in the door? Okay, and it all works out fractionally, and it's the more people that click on your link, your invitation, not a referral link, not a recruiting link. This it's an invitation to a global relief initiative. The more people who click on that link, the more people you're going to have in four income streams. Right? We will have people that will want to ask us questions on the One Wish. We address the business side of this on our first and our second webinar. This being our third, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. If somebody says, I've got a question about, how do you make money in money time, or how do you make money in 10 to infinity? We'll just say, you need to go to that webinar. This isn't about that. This is about a global relief initiative. Okay. It's not about business. I think that's all we had to say today, isn't it, Victoria?
I believe so. There's really not a lot to this. It's not. This is basically sharing your invitation everywhere, and when people accept your invitation, you get paid. When they share their invitation, they get paid, and you get paid again. So, I mean, it's really, this is, like I said, don't make it hard. Don't make it difficult, because it's not. There's nothing hard about it. It's just a way to help people to make money right now. And with the One Wish, I mean, that's the easiest way that we have, actually, because there is a minimum withdrawal of $20, and that's it. You have to have at least 20 in your One Wish wallet to start withdrawing. That's it. That's it. So just
And
share this with everyone.
eventually when we can automate the payments, and it's not being the withdrawals, and it's not being paid manually, we won't even put that in there. And it doesn't matter to us if you get $5 if it's automated, that as long as
Right.
you're willing to cover the fees. Okay, so and it's not fees we put on, it's fees that the processors we go through puts on us. So, and we have to have that covered. So anyway, it's exciting, but like Victoria said, don't make it hard. This is so daggone simple.
It is.
You it should be as simple to you. Well, I love the thing that Victoria created called the conversation. That was excellent. But I want you to picture in your mind's eye, okay, just kind of close your eyes, and I want you to picture in front of you a little ink pad and a rubber stamp, and just close your eyes, and you got these stack of papers in front of you. You can do this blindfolded. Hit the pad, hit the paper. Next, hit the pad, hit the paper. Rubber stamp it, rubber stamp it, rubber stamp it. Okay, over and over and over again. and all you have to do, as long as the amount of time you're willing to put into your day to hit that rubber stamp, okay, on the and then hit the paper and send it out, okay, and it's just put that, we're being very flexible, okay, with and or let's say very lenient on your marketing efforts here, as long as somebody doesn't get in and get abusive, okay, by putting up any kind of
Income
income
claims.
claims. Yeah, but as long as I mean, put this ad to the invitation, okay, everywhere. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'd like to thank you all for us. I want to say
Yeah.
tonight, but it could be your morning or your afternoon or your night. We appreciate you being here and thank you very much. Bye
Well,
bye.
why don't
Oh,
we wait? What before we say bye? Why don't we ask them? I mean, I've made it so everybody can talk. Can you go in there and
okay.
make it to where if somebody has a question
Sure.
that isn't business related, but maybe on how to promote this or anything like that,
Well, I mean, let me see here. I believe that everyone
can
is
unmute that. Yeah.
allowed to talk. They can unmute themselves. Yes. So if
Okay.
you and before anyone even ask how do we promote this, it's like think of something that when and yeah, I know you've heard this over and over again, but it's really true because it's based on your belief. If you go and watch a movie and you absolutely love that movie, you don't ask anybody, how do I tell somebody about this movie? You don't, you just do it. Same thing, restaurant. You have a new restaurant opens and their food is just fabulous. You don't ask anybody, how do I share this restaurant with other people? You don't. You just do it. And this is the same way. It's the same thing. There's just so many people that could use this right now. People that are
They
desperately needing help.
they need and as somebody pointed out here, a life boy.
Yes, he was answering when we were trying to
Yes,
figure
I
out the
know.
name.
That ring. A
So if
life
anyone
boy.
does have anything that you'd like to say, a comment or a question about the One Wish, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask away.
Or even a comment.
Right.
You're writing positive comments to us here. Get on there and verbalize it and tell everybody what you think about this.
I have a question. This is Daryl. Um,
I do.
when the other programs are active, Money Time and Lotto Win, will a person be able to go to each site individually, or do they always access it through the One Wish?
They'll have the choice.
They'll
You
have a
can
choice.
access it through your portal,
Uh-huh.
which is one of the main things with the One Wish is the portal. I mean, that's the main thing you're getting with it.
Right.
But you can also, because they're all standalone programs that you would, if you want to put your focus there,
Hmm.
you can do. Now,
Okay.
there's going to be people, and I promise you this is going to happen, okay, that are in something like once the lotto win is launched and it's just going to go ballistic all over the world, and people are going to go in there and go, uh, I keep hearing about this One Wish, okay, and they're going to go, what's it going to cost to get in? Well, $49. But okay, but it says here, or I learned that I could, I wouldn't have to pay in. Well, you already paid. This is a separate program. If you'd have come in through the One Wish, you wouldn't have had to pay the $49 again.
Okay. I hear you.
Okay. The game's exciting, but since the businesses, I don't look at the game as a business, but the two businesses involved here, Money Time and 10 to Infinity, are on autopilot.
Right. Okay.
So,
Well, that was kind of my thought. Was I've really been looking forward to this lotto win and what the interest level, how high it could get globally. And so I was marketing wise trying to think about how just to direct people to Lotto Win, but you make more sense in saying, well, if you're going to get that, you might as well get all the
Absolutely.
programs for the same.
Same cost, same invitation concept. We got the invitation concept from Lotto
Okay.
because in Lotto when we were designing that, we said we don't want anybody to try to recruit any there.
Right.
And we picked up on our own idea that there and said, man, let's make a whole I mean, the TheOneWish came together in hours of just Victoria and I talking about this, and it was launched within about 3 or 4 days. It seems like maybe a week. Okay, but it just made perfect sense because, like I said, we know the pitfalls that people have. We know the resistance that they have. Okay, it doesn't make sense to us, but we know it exists. Okay, so if it exists and not a little bit, a lot. Okay, and but you know what? In Lotto Win, and nobody's going to be thinking of it as a business opportunity, is it? Oh my goodness, yes. But that's not the way they're going to see it. So they're going to look at it as passive income. And I've seen this over and over and over again. That, and so is Victoria, that people who will put up the sign of the cross when you approach them on getting involved in a online business where they have to refer people to earn money, okay, but you give them something where they don't have to recruit, or at least they don't think they're recruiting, man, they share it with everybody. Okay, and they say, man, here's a business you don't have to recruit, you don't have to sell. Okay, so that's going to happen in Lotto Win. Okay, so why not do it to where you're right? 3 more additional income streams with the same people, and it's all just as passive as Lotto Win. I mean, it just makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it makes
Okay,
more
and
sense.
yeah, and let me tell you, the daily in money time puts up, and I personally,
I'm
Victoria, I'd
waiting
love
for
you to
that.
comment on this.
I'm waiting for
Okay,
that.
that daily in money time excites me more than the Lotto win. It really does.
True.
Okay, and the thing of it is, you're going to be getting so many uh, tickets in money time to to play the daily at no cost. It's free. You don't buy any tokens for the tickets or anything like that that you can use in Lotto Win because we're all working these together. Okay, and here you're getting so you can play both, and they're both very different. Okay, and um, so and both are going to be fun. All right, but like Victoria said, man, this money time thing. Oh my goodness, it's it's
Can
a
you imagine every day possibly winning an amount like that? I mean, that's going to be fabulous. But we've got Richard. Richard, you have your hand raised. Did you want to unmute yourself? Looks like you've unmuted, but we can't hear you yet.
put his hand back up again. I lowered it and
Uh-huh.
he put it right back up again. Uh,
Your mic is open,
can
Richard, if you're able to speak with us.
if you have to type it out and send it to panelists here, we can see the question. If you can't speak, you can type it.
Okay, does anyone else have a question or comment? Let's see. Um, Someone is asking, will there be other links? Oh, that's Richard. Okay. Will there be other links? I'm not exactly sure what you mean, but the One Wish has its invitation link, which covers all three programs, plus the One Wish portal, the Global Relief Initiative. And then each individual program still has its own individual link. Is that what you were
Okay.
asking, Richard? Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. I got, the one comment that was in there about, they think that the One Wish website should be um, more contemporary and not the way that it is here. Uh, Please understand, we're wanting this as it is being looked at, okay, to not be uh, anything grandiose that looks like we're trying to pull them in or recruit them. If you have a trying to offer care to people around the world, it can't look like it's you're trying to sell them something. Okay. Um, we'll take your advice, into consideration. Okay. I know it's simple. It's extraordinarily simple, and look at the passive colors. Okay. The pastels. Okay. There's nothing exciting about this, but it's also less of a threat to have a really soft approach. Okay. And people, like I said, for a long time, see anything that has to do with uh, I mean, they're so skeptical of everything these days. Everybody is, and because they've been screwed so many times. Okay. And so to just having a nice soft pastel passive approach, they won't feel threatened in any way, and we can pull them in just by the whole concept. Oh my gosh, this is different. That's what we want them to think, right? This is different. Okay. And I can do this. I can send out. We have somebody that's part of our crew that is, been with us from the beginning, and she is just not a recruiter. She is all over this. She is just loving this because of the fact that she knows she can do it. And so we hear what you're saying, and we like advice. We're open to any advice anytime. So if you have now a different opinion of what, based on what you just said to us here, tell them, you can also respond to that, if you think that we still need to make this, more of a contemporary site. Let me know. But if you've changed your mind after hearing me say that, then tell us that too. Okay. Um, I don't think we have anything else. I think
I don't
we've.
see anything else.
All right.
And no raised hands.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody have a wonderful day. We're just doing this once a week because we're not here having to explain anything to anybody. Okay. It's uh but eventually we may have it, 2 or 3 times a week where people can just go and hear uh live. A lot of people like live presentations, but we want to get the ball rolling. Okay. And we, got a nice number in here. We had 13, 14 people that came in on this call, and it will grow. Okay. We just
It
got it
definitely
going.
will.
And yeah, we've taken a very, very passive approach to it because, like I said, we don't want those leaders who are in these other businesses and are trying to build it in a more traditional, contemporary way. Okay. We don't want them to feel like we're broadsiding them. Okay. We're just taking this a very nice, gentle approach. And it's kind of a test in marketing, isn't it, Victoria? Because
Yes.
I haven't ever seen anybody do this kind of thing. Okay. This
Where
kind
you don't
of
actually
approach.
have to market.
Yeah. So it's test marketing. We'll see how it does. Okay. It may be better that we do have something more contemporary or more, uh, or a little more lights and fireworks going off and stuff like that. We don't know. Okay. But we did know that it needed to be very different. Okay. All right. Well,
Just keep
they
in
did comment
mind
on it.
that this is about helping people to receive the money that they need now. So just share it.
He did respond. Okay. And I like his comment. The target generation that will key into this is the now generation. That is the growth of everything online. It's a good point. Okay. So maybe we need to revisit this and I like what we're doing, but maybe there's something that we could do that would get um, um, college students, young people. Uh, I mean, let's face it, Facebook itself was started by college students. Okay. And uh, you may have a very good point there. Okay. And hey, college student that look at this may have no excitement at all. Okay. And whereas somebody who's been beat half to death with uh, this industry's brutalizing attempts to take their money, this may be a very welcome website. We could even potentially have a um, some split marketing landing pages that would be where we could see how that goes to different kind of response. Um, but thank you for your input. Okay, everybody, have a good one. Thanks so much for coming, and you'll need to close it, Victoria.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.